Okay, today we're going to be talking about how to attach a contoured waistband for the button-up pencil skirt to the waist. So when you cut out your pattern, you're going to mark, there's a mark for the center back, you're going to mark the center back, and then there's a side seam notch. You're going to mark those two. And you're going to attach the longer edge, which is the bottom, to the waistline. So starting at center back, you're going to line up the notch and the seam in your center back and start pinning. Then you're going to come to the notch for the side seam and line up the notch with the side seam. You're going to be pinning this right sides together. You're going to just gently kind of stretch that waistband to ease it into the waistline. Don't stretch the waistline, just the waistband. When you get to the side seam, you're gonna, since it's contoured, it's gonna go down kind of, it's not gonna be perfect with the waistband or waistline. So you're gonna kind of scrunch the side in to ease that waistband to the waistline. It doesn't really matter if it's bunching down here, as long as you're not getting bunching in the seam allowance. And continue to pin all the way around. And you're gonna wanna make sure that you had basted that pocket in the previous step, so that's not open. And you're gonna want to have at least a 1/2 inch overhang, so when we sew the other waistband, we can have a seam allowance. This obviously is a little bit, so I just trim it off to 1/2 inch when I'm at that point. And you're gonna come and do the same thing to the other side. Okay, now we're going to take it over to the sewing machine and sew it on. I'm going to sew it using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Just take your time and make sure as you're going just to kind of feel that there's no bunching underneath. Especially when you get to the side seam. Just kind of ease it in, making sure there's no bunching in the seam allowance. And continue to sew all the way around, just like that.